The bags are in now. Everything's all connected. I could test it. Got the ignition turned on, and the battery is a little low. As you can see, I'm running just a little bit lower than 12 volts. The battery has to be charged up because I've been running the compressors just off of the battery. Like I said, I don't have a good enough alternator to keep up with it. But you know, excuse the noise. It's gonna be a little noisy. But the bags are in. You know, tires are inflated. Bags are aired up. Airline is ran through. Test everything out. So we're about ready to hit some switches, guys. Compressors are running. I'm gonna wait until I get to about maybe 80 pounds. And then once I reach about 80 pounds, can't see the numbers that good. But once I reach 80 pounds, close to 100, then I will be able to reach test the bags in. I'm not sure if you can see that. We're at 80 pounds now. So I should have enough air in my tank to test out the car. My switch box, gotta fix that LED light. Air Ride Technologies, that's where I got the bag kit for the back. Got the switch box from AVS. Ran a custom electric line. Got my 9-wire running through. The front is on jack stands for right now, so the rear is sitting on jack stands to give me a little bit of height, so that I can be able to work on the car, because with the air shocks that I had in there and the blown out coils and the blown out original shocks, I just couldn't get under there, so I had to run air shocks. So everything's looking good so far. Hopefully the rear end don't overextend and ruining the bags. I was told to run some chains or some rope, which I might end up doing so afterwards. I might end up doing that. Let's go over here and disconnect the wire now so the battery don't run down too much. And from there we'll find out just how good everything is. So hopefully everything works out. And I'll try and do the best I can to give you guys a good shot of this rear end coming up here. I got to remember which is my rear and which is my front, so bear with me. There's my, there it is. It locked up. So there's my rear end, locked up. We'll go underneath the car, take a quick look, see what's going on. There's my bags. Bags are inflated. I'm hearing some hissing noise right now too, so I'm gonna have to take some soap and water later on and find out what's leaking. But yeah, the bags are in. I thought I'd get a higher lift out of it, but I guess not. Could also be because of the way the car is sitting too. That hissing noise may be from the connections on the water traps. They are rated for only up to 150 pounds. Rated up to 150 pounds and not 200 psi, but you know, with the bags having air in them, they should only be holding about 80 pounds. So let's drop her and see how low she goes. That's a nice stance. Real quiet in the back. Front's a little bit louder, but so everything seems to be pretty good. I seem to be sitting a little bit lower on the other side than I do this side. Not sure why, but let's crawl underneath here and find out what's going on. Seems like I'm completely sitting on my bags. Don't have much light, sorry, but yeah, the bags are completely sitting on each other. So if I go for slams, I might just get another inch or two lower, who knows. So there it is. That's it. Everything's connected. That's that right there. That's basically I'm running a little low on air pressure, but that's pretty much it. I'll have more for you guys probably this weekend. I'll try and get the front on the ground and give you guys a view of the front. This car's a little messy. I'll give you guys a view of the car right now then. The trunk is messy, like I said earlier, not trying to dog on anybody. I'm working with what I've got. My parents' in-laws, they live out in East County in El Cajon. So they don't have a garage because it's an old house off on a dirt road. I do have the car under a tent though. Under a tarp tent. I may even buy some regular tarp, and I may just enclose it all so I could paint it. But here's my board, 5/8 plywood. These holes here are for my amps. Got the Chevy emblem going. Extra chrome from the junkyard. I always buy extra chrome, extra moldings whenever I find extra pieces. But there's my tank. It's 1.5 gallon, all brass fittings, 1/2 inch airline, 1/2 inch fittings. The wiring, other opening for my tank. Closed off walls. Little doors to store little bits of my odds and ends. Got an extra pair of tail lights that I've got smoked. Black tinted, limo tint. She's kind of dirty. She needs a wash. Right now these are some old rims that I have it sitting on. These rims were off of an old a Buick that I had. I had a Buick Park Avenue. Got Camaro seats from a 2002 or 2001. Got my center console. Car is a little messy. I've got no, like I said, no room to store it. Center console. Everything's been covered in speaker box material. Enclosed wood. Made my little pocket. B&M ratchet mega shifter. 2 1/16 white gauges. Then I've got my 2-inch AVS dual needles. Then I've got my white gauges for my dash. Got those at whitegauges.net, or I'm sorry, whitegauges.org. They got white gauges just for about any make and model. So I painted it all up, put the Grant steering wheel on. It had a straight non-tilting column. I picked this up from a guy for 60 bucks. Came off of 82 El Camino. Glove box covered in speaker box material. Radio area, speaker box material. Heater controls. in the white gauges. New carpet. Sprayed the door panel with sound deadening. It's more of a rubberized coating from Duplicolor. I did the inside of the door and did the outside of the door. Did all the priming myself. You know what? The interior pieces that I was telling you guys about, I'm gonna see if I can't bring this out to you out in the sunlight, give you guys an idea of what this red metallic looks like. Now this is Duplicolor. What you're looking at is Duplicolor's metal specs. Okay, this is from their metal specs can. You're getting that orange glare because it's actually a red. I went down and sanded it down. I started with 320 and then went 400, then wet sanded it to 600, then I primed it 2 coats, wet sanded it with 800, added 1 more coat, wet sanded that with 1000, then I added the Duplicolor 2 to 3 coats, and used the polyurethane clear coat. Sprayed about 2 to 3 coats on that. And same thing for my door panels. The door panels are done the same way. My center console is done the same way. Certain engine parts are done the same way. You know, my frame was used. My frame was sprayed. Like I said, my whole frame was sprayed. Silver, Duplicolor Sparkle Silver. The flakes, this right now I've got no sunlight hitting it. It don't do it justice. But believe me, when the sun hits this frame, the flakes are awesome. It just sparkles. I used the wire brush, grinded down the frame, you know, cleaned it up, degreased it, put etching primer on it, scuffed it up with a green 3M pad, and then used a high build primer with the rattle can, scuffed that up with a green pad, 2 coats of Duplicolor Metal Spec Silver, and 4 coats of custom shop brand polyurethane clear, automotive clear coat. And I sprayed it with a Harbor Freight $24 spray gun, and I got no orange peel. No orange peel. That clear coat from custom shop comes out pretty nice. You know, all I did was just did all my adjustments. My air cleaner is done the same way. You know, Duplicolor's metal specs. My block was done the same way as you guys saw in the pictures. You know, and this camera doesn't do those pictures justice. You know, out in the sun, that glitter shines. My air cleaner lid, I took it in and had that chromed. Chrome valve covers from a hot rod shop. You know, this motor's pretty much buttoned up. I got the original fan connected, but I am running, you can barely see it, but I am running a 16-inch fan from Summit. It's got the bow tie logo on it, and running a 180 thermostat. My uncle owns a radiator shop, so I had him asked him to weld in a brass bun, and ordered a 180 temp switch with a 3/8 thread from Summit. It's got that tapped in so that when it reaches temp, my fan will turn on. Brake booster's been painted and clear coated. Metal Spec Silver. I'll be ordering some lower control arms, which will give me a 2-inch drop in the front. Underneath has been done. Got them H4 blue bulbs for the headlights. And all my suspension has been done too. Duplicolor, polyurethane clear. Everything sprayed. The block was sprayed with 2 coats of engine primer, Duplicolor, 500 degrees. Then I scuffed that up with a green pad. And sprayed 2 coats of Duplicolor and 2 coats of engine clear. Edelbrock tie rod adjusters. My gearbox was painted. I should have grinded that down smooth so that this way the texture of the paint would have came out better, but you know, it is what it is, so it's the idea that counts. Edelbrock, those need to be cleaned up. Got the steel braided Russell brake lines from Summit. As you can see, running the steel braided brake lines. Shocks in the front, the brackets that I welded. Got to replace the brackets. So that's pretty much it, man. I had, like I said, I lost a lot of pictures from the previous computer, a lot of before and afters. So I'll be keep giving you guys an update as much as I possibly can. Got a new plastic headliner from OPG, and the flag that you guys saw, that Mexican flag, that's going to be my headliner. And I do have a pop-up moonroof that I need to cut out and put in here as well. Stereo system is, I'm running a Jensen flip out 7-inch monitor, DVD with navigation, Bluetooth. I'll be running some Rockford Fosgate flat series subs. Those flat series subs, they are going behind my seat. They're going to be mounted directly behind my seat back here. You can't really see too much because it's kind of dark, but I got an opening cut out back there. So I'll have two 12-inch subs being mounted directly behind the back seat on some 3/4-inch MDF. And some Power Acoustic Demon series amplifiers, which have a red anodized color to them to pretty much color match the theme of the car. So that's about it. I just got to get me some 0 gauge wire, upgrade my 4 gauge to 0 gauge, and then run 4 gauge to the 2 amplifiers, and also throw in my fraud cap. So that's pretty much it. I'll have this thing cleaned up a little bit. When I work on it, everything comes out. So like I said, excuse the mess, I don't have anywhere else to put anything, so everything comes out of the car when I work on it. And that's pretty much it. She's primered, 2 coats of epoxy primer. She's dirty, she needs a wash, so hopefully next time I will give her a wash. Change out the sport style mirrors to the luxury style mirrors off of an 84 or 85 Monty. But what I don't like is the position of them, because naturally this is supposed to be here lining up with the point, so the pattern of it is supposed to, the shape of the contour of the mirror is supposed to be in this area, but since this is an 81 and I got these mirrors off of an 84 or 85, so, and I can't just simply drill a hole because the way those doors are made with the brackets, the bracing. So that's pretty much it, man. Chevy emblem painted on my radiator, and my valves, sorry for the shakiness, and my valves are bolted and bolted down directly behind my bumper, just like the rear. Another SMC valve, water trap. Everything's 1/2 inch except for the drop valve. I just have to upgrade my wiring. Ran too small of a wire to the valves. And that's pretty much it. I may just later on, when she does get running, upgrade my alarm, which is an old Clifford 500 series, and I'll upgrade it to a Viper, so that I can run an extra auxiliary to drop the car with at the push of a button and lift the bags up when I need to. I'd like to have her sitting on frame, but there's a lot of cutting involved, and I'm not too into hacking it up. I've already hacked it up enough as it is. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not going to bore you anymore with too much detail. That's pretty much it. Next weekend though, I'll see if I can't get some gas for it and start her up so you can hear her. Listen to her run. She does run though. I've been doing all the work myself, trying to save cost. Even the motor, I took the motor apart myself, down to the heads, took the heads off, the intake, everything. New free plugs, new galley plugs, new gaskets all the way around. All my sensors are brand new, and all pretty much everything else on the motor itself too is pretty much new, except for the smog pump and the alternator. So that's it. Hopefully after I find out the problem with my brakes, I can get some brakes, and we'll take you guys for a test drive. It'll be our first test drive in the Monty for the both of us, because I have not been able to test drive this yet after having the transmission rebuilt and buying a new torque converter. And yeah, we'll see how she works out. So far so good. Everything's been coming along kind of smoothly, somewhat. So I'm signing off. Stay safe, guys. Have fun.